Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Week 2 of the Chaos Cup continues tonight. It is the neglected of Nuffle at Tracksuit Mafia. War Horsemen bringing an Elvish team in against the Chaos team of Tracksuit Mafia. Let's take a look at the standings. Actually, here's a fun bit of trivia. I just got out of a meeting really late, so I didn't have time to do my setup for the stream. So if you're unfamiliar with OBS, OBS is streaming software, and sometimes it'll reinitialize screens out of order. So let's see if the standings show up. Here we go. No. No. Let's fix that. There we go. There are our standings. Week 2 standings. Alright, you can see Knee-High to Nuffle in first place currently with a draw against a Reptile Dysfunction. They're currently in second place due to the TD differential, 3-1 there you can see. But Tracksuit Mafia in third place with a win in week 1 against the neglected of Nuffle. They lost in a really grueling match in week 1, but you know, it's only one game. They've got plenty of games left to play. They're still very much in it. Let's take a look at these lineups. First up, the neglected of Nuffle. As you can see, there's only 8 players on this poor Elven team. It was a rough first week for War Horseman and his team. He'll be coming in with 2 throwers, 1 catcher, 2 blitzers, and the rest linemen. Honestly, not too bad of a lineup here. He's got a roster of 8 players. He's down 3. He'll get 3 journeymen. The journeymen will be journeymen in Blood Bowl are players you get to fill out your roster if you can't field a full team of 11. They are your default linemen plus the loner skill. So you can see here he'll be getting players with an MA of 6, an AG of 4, and a strength of 3. That's not bad at all. Yeah, they have the loner skill. Yeah, that means you need to sort of rethink your action order and maybe even rethink your tactics a bit. But those are not bad players, especially with 2 TRRs. I think he's very much in this game. He has a lot of positionals left, which is very fortunate for him. I think really out of the positionals, he lost 1 catcher. He might have had 2 that he lost, but this is not bad. He's still in good shape, even though he only has 8 players. He just needs to be careful about the action order. The blitzers, of course, have block, but more importantly, they also come with sidestep. When they get blocked, they don't have to be blocked straight back. They not only do they not have to be blocked straight back, but they get to choose where they're blocked, so they can position themselves in any of the 8 adjacent spaces, provided that they're free to move into. That's a very, very, very strong skill. 2 throwers and a catcher means the passing game is on point, but man, even if you didn't have them, elves will pass regardless. An AG of 4 is just really hard to beat. He'll be up against Tracksuit Mafia. Tracksuit Mafia, coached by Merrick. Merrick currently the Chaos Cup champion. He is the defending champion, trying to hold on to his title here. He's got an 11-man roster of a... Oh, man, I hate this team already. 11-man roster, Chaos. He's got 2 Chaos Warriors and a Minotaur. Everybody else is a Beastman. The Beastmen all have horns. Horns give a +1 on a blitz. That means he has free reign to, plus his big guy, the Minotaur, has blitz as well. I'm sorry, has horns as well. He doesn't really have to choose who his blitzers are going to be. You know, most teams need to position their blitzers to blitz. He doesn't care. Any one of these players can blitz. He's got 2 Chaos Warriors with a strength of 4, the Minotaur with a strength of 5, also has Mighty Blow, also has Frenzy. Frenzy means when you push on a block, you must, on an initial block, you must follow up and block again. That can be very tricky when not handled appropriately, but can be very devastating when it is. We'll see if Merrick will make good use of the Minotaur. He will. He will. 2 TRRs, 1 Apothecary, 1 Fan Factor from his win in week 1. What's Merrick gonna do? He's chaos. He's gonna try to beat up on this Elven team. The name of the game for Merrick for 16 turns tonight is to slaughter the opponent. Everybody on the opposing team has, or nearly everyone has AV of 7. He's just going to try to get the player advantage and destroy them. That's the game plan. Destroy them. Win on numbers. Whether you're on offense or on defense, destroy them. On offense, knowing the way Merrick plays, he'll probably cage up the ball, but he really doesn't have to. And we saw Nick Satan do that with his cast team in Season 1. You can just ignore the ball and just go after these players. And if you can just take them off the pitch, who cares? Then you can stroll the ball into the end zone. So bash, bash, bash. That's really it for the strategy here for Merrick against an 8-man line. The problem, however, is the TD differential. 10-10 to 7-40. That means War Horseman's getting a whole lot of money in the inducement phase. And man, I hope that means a week 2 wizard. It would make my heart happy to see a wizard in week 2, not just of the competition, but of the whole season. I would love to see this. Man, oh man, oh man. 8 players on offense. I still don't think he's going to have a problem. Elves play elves. I don't think he's going to have a problem scoring. On defense, he has to play conservatively. He has to back off and not give up these hits. Merrick is going to be hunting for these hits. He's going to take every single hit he's given, and War Horseman needs to back off. I think he needs to zone out Tracksuit Mafia, hold him to a blitz a turn, and just stop that cage. Just stop that cage. If you can stall the cage, when you get back the ball, you can score whenever you want. We saw that with Take the Wood, Take the Bad. 2-turn TD with elves, that's not uncommon. And War Horseman here with Neglected Nuffle can do the exact same. Those 3 journeyman linemen aren't going to be a big deal. The only problem with them is just readjusting your action order. But if he can successfully zone out Tracksuit Mafia tonight, he stands a really good chance of winning this game. I don't think he's out of it just because he's down 3 players. SP Beaver says we're going to start with the inducements, so it looks like the coaches are about to get underway here. We'll switch over to Cabal TV. And this is gonna be a big inducement phase. He's got a lot of money coming to him. I don't remember the numbers, but almost 300,000 in gold he has coming to him, right? I think it was 10-10 to 740, so 270,000 in 90K in inducement. Oh, right. The journeymen are going to count against your TV. Whenever you take a journeyman, that costs money. Still, 90K in inducements is a lot of money. Man, Bloodweiser Babes might be worth it. An extra TRR might be worth it. If he can get a star player, that might be worth it. All right, looks like they're about to get underway here. Cliffy says, is there a star player he can afford for 90K? I really can't remember. I don't know. It looks like Tracksuit Mafia is going to set up on defense first. Who has the fame advantage? Tracksuit Mafia with +1 fame. War Horseman looks like what did he take? Took an extra TRR. I see 2 journeymen. So an extra TRR and a merc, perhaps? Life says that there's not the cheapest for Elven Union is 150K. Thank you for checking. No, he's got 3 journeymen, so so he took an extra TRR. I'm not sure where the extra 40K went. Maybe he just didn't spend it? Regardless, look at this chaos line. Wow, 5-man line, 2 in either wide zone, getting aggressive. He wants to get those hits in. Neglected of Nuffle with 2 back to receive. Of course, it is both throwers. Here comes the kickoff. Brilliant coaching. Tracksuit Mafia gets an extra team reroll. That's not what Neglected of Nuffle wanted. Hank the Ranger says nothing to buy for 40k unless you dip in your own funds. Fair enough. I mean, I would have. It is tough with Elven teams because players are so inordinately expensive. You really want to save your money. We saw Take the Wood, Take the Bad going into week 1 with 30k in the treasury. They wanted the Apothecary in week 2, didn't get it, rolled a 1. They only have 40k now, so... War Horseman setting up the cage first. Good call. Yeah, good. So you can see War Horseman here already playing a different game than week 1. He's action order. He's doing his free actions first, the ones that don't require die rolls. Now he's going to pick up the ball. Good pickup. He'll move the ball carrier into the cage. Elves don't generally need a cage. In fact, they often don't want a cage. This just really invites players to come smash this cage down. But he's going to try to run this ball, and, you know, cage is not a bad tactic regardless. 3 players on the line. He's going to try to dodge him out. Maybe not. He might just want to, he might just want him to take the hit. Fair enough. 2 journeymen. Who cares if they get injured? Yeah, that's a tough call as well. I might have dodged these players out, but by not dodging them out, he's tying down at least 3 players. Tracksuit Mafia. First block on the left side of the line. Good hit. Like he says, wow, 2 GFIs are getting in the cage. Yeah. 2-die block at center pitch. Clean hit. Minotaur is a wild animal. If he does anything but block or blitz, it's a 50-50 whether he gets to take his turn. Otherwise, only a 1 will fail. 2-die block on the left side of the line is going to result in a push. He's going to push him towards the Minotaur. Good push. And now 2 players are freed up on the line for Tracksuit Mafia. Going to mark players on the cage. Absolutely. Elven teams tend to be very fast, and of course they have that high agility. So, I mean, different coaches play them different ways. The way I favor playing elves is just throw players down pitch. Who's going to catch them? Who's going to catch them? Everybody can catch the ball. Everybody can run the ball. Nobody's going to catch the players. Just throw players down pitch. Clivey says, no injuries yet. How disappointing. I'm sure there'll be plenty. Sends a beastman down the right wide zone. 2-die blitz is only going to be a push on the front left corner of the cage. Doesn't follow up with the beastman. That's going to allow his beastman to move backwards if he wants to, but he probably doesn't. Maybe he does. Might want to reposition the beastman. I don't know. Yeah, he's going to shift him 1 space to the right. If War Horseman, you know, gets a fire under him, he can run a number of players down pitch. He can run at least 1. Stands up the 2 journeymen on the line. Still has a blitz to take, has blocks to take as well. With elves, again, this is just my opinion. Because they're so brittle, you really, it looks like he's going to shift the cage to the left. You really want to maximize your ability to keep them alive. So by not giving up blocks, by backing off, you force your opponent to take a blitz. Now, of course, you can do that with a dodge. Dodges are die rolls, and they're risky. But a less risky die roll would be a 2-die block. So if you can use a blitzer to get a 2-die block in, then that would be preferable to dodging. Then you can spend fewer risks on a dodge. Cage shifts to the left side of mid-pitch. And it's made even better if you if you tighten up your line and you can just get blocks down the line. It's hard against a team like this where you have, you know, strength 4 players. But yeah. Wow, War Horseman. Wow. Whoa. Shifts the cage to the left, and now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks plus a blitz are about to be taken. It's time to pray to Nuffle. And Clivey says, I think someone tried to throw a player down pitch in the previous game. I think that resulted in the Goblin Snack. It did indeed. Clivey says it's going to be a lot of blocks from Eric. Holy cow. Ninja Clappy, thank you for the host. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Clypheus demands death. I think you might just see it here on turn number 2. 2-die block. Good hit against number 11, Journeyman Lineman. Pushes him back into the, or keeps him in the left wide zone. Stays on the pitch. Wow. Good stun. 2-die block on the left side of the line. Double skulls. Oh, no. He's going to take it. Wow. Wow. Nuffle is kind. Both down result. Merrick decides to save the TRR. Probably a good bet there. And neglected a Nuffle here is spared 4 more blocks. Leffy says he already used his TRR, so did he really? What did he use the TRR on? What am I not paying attention to? Wow. All right. War Horseman now with an opportunity to get down pitch. Let's see what he decides to do here tactically. He can blitz down the number 7 Beastman. Brostas? Brostas. Oh, Clivey said he got double skulls on a previous block. Did he really? Yeah, he did. Wow. Wow, that's unfortunate. Someone didn't pray to Nuffle tonight. Here's the blitz. He is going to take the blitz on this number 7 Beastman. Oh, he's only going to get a push out of it. And the problem with blitzing from this side here, when you take a block, you push the player into one of the 3 spaces behind you, or behind them rather. That eliminated the opportunity to push the Beastman over here, which you could have done with a block from this side. Good movement. Good dodge. Gets a thrower down pitch, only a couple of spaces, but that's good. Hank the Ranger says, but the elves would have to dodge, which my Underworld team proves is impossible against Chaos. Another good dodge. Gets the second player down pitch. .24 seconds left in turn number 3 for the neglected of Nuffle. What's the plan here? What's the plan here? Good dodge. Wow. They don't have a cage here. And the thrower is wide open to take a block right now unless he can get another player down pitch. But it's going to be a number of dodges to do that. 6 seconds left. Yeah, failed the dodges. He's going to spend the TRR. Did he... Oh, he got KO'd for his trouble. He did spend the TRR, and that's that loner skill. It's a 50-50 whether you get to take the TRR at all. He did not, but still has to spend the TRR. And now he lost the player. 1-man player advantage for Tracksuit Mafia. Hank Finch says, got to move that ball. Good job. Yes, indeed. But now the thrower's going to eat a 2-die block coming back. I imagine the blitz will be spent on that, but we'll see. Tracksuit Mafia needs to stop this ball movement. Good sidestep by the number 5 blitzer here. I imagine he's going to sidestep forward. No, he stays backwards. All right. Perhaps fearful of the stand-up blitz here by Bro Red October. Perhaps he didn't want to have to dodge next turn. But if he sidestepped over here, this Chaos Warrior would not have been able to move freely forward. He'd have to dodge. Number 9, Beastman marks the ball carrier, and here's the blitz. 2 die blitz, clean hit. The ball's going to scatter somewhere. Where's it going to go? That's not a bad scatter for Neglected of Nuffle, honestly. Tracksuit Mafia still has movement with the blitzer. He can get him in near the ball, or he can pick up the ball if he wishes. But then he won't be able to take these other blocks. If I was Tracksuit Mafia, I might have taken these other blocks first. Glyphy says he'd have to dodge if he moves. Yeah, he would have to dodge if he moves. Positive dodge, AG3 still has his TRR. Yeah, took the dodge. Good pickup. Decided to pick up the ball. Might leave the ball carrier here. Might step him back a space. In fact, he might even put him here. No, he's going to move him forward. Wow. All right. All right. Tracksuit Mafia, not afraid. Not afraid of these pro elves. Pro who? Glyphius lowered the GFI failure rate from 900% to 99%, but the GFI is not going to be taken. Sidestep attempt with the number 6 blitzer here. It's a clean hit. He's going to move backwards. It'll be a follow-up. "24 seconds clean hit, back at center pitch. 8+ injures this player. It doesn't happen, or rather, it's a casualty. Still just a one-man player advantage for Tracksuit Mafia. Beastman moves in to mark the number 2 thrower. 19 seconds to play in turn 3. 1 block left to take in the left wide zone. He's repositioning his players before he rolls these dice. I think he takes the block before he moves the Minotaur. The Minotaur, because he's not going to block. Oh, yeah, he's going to fail Wild Animal. Oh, you know what? It's fine, because Wild Animal's not a turnover. That's fine. Takes the 1 die block. This works out. Clive says, I doubt he takes the 1 die block. Well, he did. And he gets a stun out of it. Well done. That's a very good stun. Turn 4 for the Neglected of Nuffle. Final turn of the first quarter. Clive says, what do I know? I've seen Merrick play. I suppose I'm making assumptions that I really shouldn't make. But I figured he'd take that block. Stands up the number 11 journeyman lineman and moves him to the left, trying to get in front of the ball carrier. Now that he's lost the ball, he's got a decision to make. If he stands up this thrower, he could do a dodge over to here, and then he could dodge blitz with the catcher for a 2 die blitz. Decides not to. Just, wow, just stands up the thrower. The thrower's going to eat 2 dice coming back. Oh, man, and the number 5 blitzer gets marked by 2 Chaos Dwarves. One of the Chaos Dwarves is in the Journeyman's tackle zone, thankfully. Number 9 lineman takes a couple of steps backward. 2 players left. He's going to take the 1 die blitz. Wow. Gets a push out of it. He'll push him straight. All right. I stand corrected. He's not going to push him straight toward the sideline. He's going to push him back a space. He wants to force that dodge instead. I don't know how effective that will be. But it might just be. It might just be. One player left to do something with. Does he want to move the thrower or not? That's the question. It is Dodge City if he wants to. He does not. Turn 4 to Tracksuit Mafia. Oh, that poor thrower. That poor thrower. Hector Ranger says, run away. Tracksuit Mafia with 11 players to do something with here in turn 4. 2-die block gets the thrower. It's going to be a good hit. Can the thrower stay alive? He does. Thrower is down but not out. Whenever you're knocked down, to stand back up, it costs 3 MA. But with these fast elves, 3 MA is much... Being knocked down is much worse for the chaos team than it is for the elven team. Except for these beastmen, man. Sheesh. 2-die block, a push result on the number 1 thrower. Wow! Hank the Rich says, why is it turn 4? No elves have died yet. I know! This is kind of nutty. Pushes the elf. Here comes the blitz. 2-die blitz. He'll get a push. He will not follow up. He wants to free up the ball carrier. Did the blitz so he can get the movement out of it. Where's he going to go? He can't be going here, can he? There's no way. There's no way. Where's he going to go? Is he going to come back around this way? Yeah, he's going to run backwards. I think that's a pretty good move. Cliffy says middle of the pitch, I assume. You assume correctly. Plenty of blocks to take still. 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Two-die block. Back at the line. Clean hit. And he just can't understand why he can't take these elves off the pitch. Is it some new elven armor? Some new elven technology? Just 21 seconds left in the first quarter. 1, 2, 3. 3 blocks to take. It's going to take the one at mid-pitch. This will be a push. The Ranger says, or you lowered the armor save difficulty. He decides to follow up. Interesting choice. He wants to mark down the lineman. I think that's probably the right call. Just 5 seconds left. 2-die block in the left wide zone. Clean hit. Sidestep. Will he sidestep forward? Probably not. Probably sidesteps here. Maybe here. No, probably here. Yeah, that's fine too. Clappy says, I think Ava has a soft spot for elves this season for some reason. What? Me? 3 seconds left. He has a block in the left, right wide zone. Failed the wild animal roll at center pitch. Is he going to take the 1-die block? He is. Oh no, that's not going to work. It's against a blitzer. He spends the TRR, gets the hit out of it. I hope it works out. He's down to 1 TRR for the half. It doesn't work out. I don't think that was worth it. I don't think that block was worth it. 1-die block when your opponent has the block skill and you don't. Oof. Second quarter begins. He's really hunting for those casualties, though. He's probably saying what the rest of us are saying. Why is it the second quarter and I've only taken 1 player off the pitch? What is this? What? So he moves the number 8 lineman. He is not afraid of a Minotaur and a Beastman. He's trying to tie up these players here. He says, you're a journeyman. You're not a normal part of this team. Go in there. It's actually something that I think is pretty freeing when you have a journeyman on your lineup. It's like, you know what? If you get injured, I don't care. Stands up the number 5 blitzer. He has 2 TRRs left. I don't think he's done a single dodge, has he? At least not a defensive dodge. Moves forward. Looks like he's hunting for the blitz here against the number 8 Beastman, maybe? Good dodge. Failed. GFI. Is he going to spend the TRR? I think he has to. He does indeed. All right. No TRR. Wow! It's a blitz! What? 1 die blitz. Gets a push out of it. I don't think he wants to follow up. He does, though. All right. Fair enough. He wants to keep the pressure on. Leffy says, I repeatedly tried to feed mine to a Croxagore, but somehow never managed to lose him. Hank the Ranger says, this is madness. This Elvish team, man, they are not afraid. They have this new armor tech. Not sure where they got it from. I'm not even sure it's legal. All right, this is a good tie-up here. He ties up the number 4 Beastman. Tries to protect this lineman a little tiny bit. The Minotaur will still get his block off. If he can get another player in there, that'd be ideal. Moves the journeyman back to center pitch. Number 11 lineman. 7 seconds left. That'll be it. Turn 5. Cliffy says Warhorseman is desperately trying to be the first guy solo in all journeyman team. I would love that because I still think it would be a decent roster. 2-die block. Good hit against the number 2 thrower. Yep, bound to happen. Can the thrower stay alive? He has an AV of 7. But with this new tech, maybe it's an AV of 70. Maybe that's what it is. Stays alive. 2-die block now at the rear of the cage. This will work out as well. He stays alive. Oh my goodness. Cliffy says, well, he's not getting many stuns or anything. I know. I don't know what's happening. Tracksuit Mafia is going to set up a cage cross center pitch here. Cliffy says, Ava increased the elves' armor by +5. That's not me, man. That's elven scientists. Hank the Ranger says, dodge out the Minotaur. Yeah, dodge out the Minotaur with that, with that AFG of 2. 2-die block in the left wide zone is a push. Although I wonder if he's going to blitz with the Minotaur. I don't... Man, no. That's a risky blitz with the Frenzy. I wouldn't do it. Two-die block in the right wide zone. It's going to be a knockdown, but he gets a sidestep. He's going to sidestep in front of that cage. I think that's a good sidestep. Stays on the pitch. With that new sci-fi armor. I think they're called shields. Minotaur fails the wild animal roll. Why was that? Oh yeah, okay. He's trying to block down the lineman here. Rolled a 1, unfortunately. 2-die block in the front of the cage. Clean hit. And these elves are staying alive. Oh, he gets a stun. Congratulations to Tracksuit Mafia on your stun. 35 seconds ago. Oh, he tried to dodge the Beastman and failed. Is he going to spend the TRR? No. Oh, and he gets injured. What? What? And so, the first injury of the game, right? Yeah, first injury of the game goes to the Chaos team. And it's now 10v10 on the pitch. Turn 6 for the neglected of Nuffle. Are they going to try to go after this ball? It's tough. I think they need to reset their defense first. Mafia says, shame no one gets SPP for that, right? Yeah, that's right. First injury is on the Chaos team. All tied up at 10v10. Neglected of Nuffle has decisions to make here. I think he needs to try to reset his defense, get back in front of the cage. How best to do that, though, is the question. So maybe move the lineman in here. Take a 2-die blitz with the blitzer. Nope, he's going to move the lineman. Wow! Wow, he doesn't just get in front of the cage. He marks the front of the cage. So what he's decided to do here by marking the front of the cage, he doesn't want one of these players moving unless they take a blitz. "30 seconds to go." He has one free player to do something with. Oh, and he's going to take a blitz with it. Takes the blitz further down pitch instead. Gets a hit out of it. Gets a KO out of it. And now the Elephant team has the player advantage. 10v9 in the Elephant team's favor. What a blitz. What a blitz. Clavius praise to Nuffle. Wow. He's still got movement with that blitzer as well. He decides not to move him. And now he's going to get that 2-die block on the left side, in the left wide zone. He's only going to get a push out of it, but I think he's fine with that. Wow! He's going to push the Beastman. Wow! And now this Beastman is in trouble. Look at this aggressive play by this Elvish team. Wow! Holy moly. Turn 6 for Tracksuit Mafia now. I think they're going to block down this lineman and start just sprint this ball down pitch. Yeah, 2-die block, good hit. And still no KO. Now, I think he moves the ball carrier down pitch. He might blitz with the number 12 Chaos Warrior at some point. We'll see what he decides to do. I think that's probably what he wants to do. Oh, unless he wants to blitz with the Minotaur. That might be better. Blitz with the Minotaur, move the Minotaur forward, and then he can free up the Chaos Warrior to move up here. That might be a better move. Nope, he's just going to take a straight block with the Chaos Warrior. We'll follow up for sure. Man, oh man. All right, ball carrier moves all the way down pitch. It's going to be almost impossible to stop him from scoring at this point. Well, maybe not if you can't get another player down pitch. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, just about impossible. Tracksuit Mafia needs to be careful about scoring too early here. He probably won't make that mistake. Wow, another failed wild animal roll, and this was on the blitz as well. So the blitz has been wasted. 2-die block on the left side of the pitch. This will be a push. He's going to try to set up for the surf. That thrower needs to get out of there next turn. Neglected of Nuffle cannot afford to lose that thrower. The Ranger says maybe that Minotaur spent his week training with Doug. Whoa, he took the 1-die block, gets the skull. Have you not learned? You do not mess with Neglected of Nuffle. Do you know how strong they are? Turn 7 for the Neglected of Nuffle. I mean, they can get in front of the ball carrier. they can get in front of the ball carrier. They could make this a 1-die block standoff. In fact, if he wants to get super frisky with it, let's see, he could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If he wants to get super frisky, and by frisky I mean risky, he could bring in the Blitzer. Probably not worth it. Hank the Ranger says, at this point I'm not 100% certain the elves care about the ball. Yeah, I think they need to try, and that's only because the second half, Tracksuit Mafia is going to get the ball, and if they score this half, it's going to be really hard to get that ball back. Although, you might be right. They might just outbash the Chaos team. 2-die block, push result. This is against the number 7 Beastman back at center pitch. Wow, look at this bashy Elven play. He's going to get another 2-die block on this Beastman. Here it comes. That's a risky 2-die block. That was with the Journeyman. Follows up, and now that Journeyman's not going to get the assist from number 5. He wants to tie up the Beastman instead, which I think is fine. He's got a free lineman with number 7. Still hasn't done anything with him. He's got a downed lineman with number 10 as well. Probably should stand him up and do something. Yeah, he's going to move him. Is he going to GFI? Oh, wow. He marks the number 9 Beastman and the number 10 Beastman. By moving here, it still makes this a positive dodge for the Beastman. Was there a foul? What is happening? Good foul in the left wide zone. Doesn't get called off. 2-man player advantage for the Neglected of Nuffle. 2-die block coming up against this number 10 lineman, and then I have to imagine it's a Beastman's score. He might take his blocks first. In fact, he probably will. Wow! War Horseman showing us what a bashy Elven team looks like. 2-die block, he's only going to get a push out of it. He's got to push him out of the way. Is he just going to score? I think you take your blocks first, but we'll see. What a foul. Holy moly. 2-die block back at... Oh, no. He's got to spend the TRR. Takes the knockdown. Gets a KO. Finally. Wow. One-man player advantage for Tracksuit Mafia now. No TRRs left. Now, does he continue to take blocks or does he just score? Clivey says, wow, he should definitely score now. Yeah, I would just score. But we'll see what Merrick wants to do. Looks like he's not going to. Is he going to stall? Blitz with the Minotaur. He's going to take the block. 3-die blitz. He's got to push with it. Frenzy follow-up. Oh, no. 2-die. Wow, so lucky. So lucky. So lucky. Now he's going to score. 1-0 the score. Ha 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 ha. Tracksuit Mafia goes up 1-0. I can't remember how many turns are left for the Neglected of Nuffle. I think 2? And 2's plenty. The beautiful Tracksuit Mafia cheerleaders. Both knocked out players come back for Tracksuit Mafia. Just one for the Neglected of Nuffle. So I think that puts us at a 2-man player advantage. Let's see. 5, 10 versus 5, 10. No, it's all even. Even on the pitch. Really, really. And Taro into you says, yeah! Yes! Best cheerleaders ever. They are the best cheerleaders ever. War Horseman's going to get another chance to score here. Only 1 turn left. He can't do it unless he gets a riot. See if he sets up for it, because Tracksuit Mafia is going to get another turn to block down here. So kind of a risky proposition. I probably wouldn't set up for the riot. I mean, I guess you can stand off. Let's see. 6 and 6. Oy. If you want to try to score this half, you've got to play for it. But man, this team's just so fragile, I wouldn't do it. Hank the Ranger says still prefers sweltering heat. Here's the kickoff, and he decides not to do it, which I think is good. Oh! What? What? I have to bite my tongue. He got the riot, so he can still technically do it. Wow. Wow, he can tie this game up at the half. Wow. Hank the Ranger says, so you're saying there's a chance? There is. What do you do first? You take the 1-die blitz against the number 8 Beastman? Is that the plan? Or maybe you take it over here with the blocker. 1-die blitz with the blocker. Oh man, what do you do? What do you do? Pick up the ball to the throw, blitz with the blitzer, run down pitch. I think that's the play, right? I think you pick up the ball, I think you pass it to the blitzer, blitz, and run. Run and rely on your crazy armor. The Collective of Nuffle still has a TRR left. I think that's what you do. Man, I want to see that. He can pick up the ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That gives him a short pass to the blitzer, which is fine. The blitzer can then blitz, move over here, take the 1-die blitz, but it's in his favor because he has the block skill, and then run down the sideline. No, he's going to take the blitz over on the left sideline, and he gets a push out of it. Takes a 1-die blitz, risky blitz. He's going to push him toward the sideline, but he's closed off the left wide zone at this point. He can't score unless he gets this ball upfield. "30 seconds in what is now turn 7. Good pickup. Does he move towards the blitzer? Nope, he's going to move down the left wide zone. Does he throw? He's got to if he wants to score. He does. Good reception. Is he just going to take a whole bunch of dodges? The best bet is to go -1, to go -2, -1 here, and then positive dodge. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. He can go -2, -1 here and positive dodge. Here comes! Oh! Failed the dodge. It's going to spend the TRR. 75% on the TRR? Nope. Nope. Where's the ball scatter? Oh, it scatters in a bad spot. Tracksuit Mafia. Now they're going to pick this ball up and run it down pitch. They're going to try to go up 2-0 at the half. But first, the blocks. They don't have any TRRs left is the problem. If Tracksuit Mafia can go up 2-0 at the half, then they have all but won this game. Good stun at center pitch. Man, I would just go after that ball. Yeah, I mean, taking your blocks is probably the more reasonable play. Wow, that's the problem, though. Double skulls is not going to work out. That's the problem. You've lost your opportunity to score. Neglected of Nuffle. They cannot score, but they can... well, nobody can score at this point. So the ball's not really an issue here unless you just want to pick it up for some SPP. I think now it's just about saving your team. Hey, Theranger says, I wish the Minotaur would have died. Oh no, he's gonna... Oh, he's going after the ball. Ooh, boy, all right. Is he just gonna pass it for some SPP? Or is he just picking it up to say, you know what, I can and I don't care what you think. He's gonna take the blitz. Had to dodge first, failed on the dodge. Has no TRRs, that's a turnover. Final turn of the first half, turn 8, actually turn 9. Nobody can score, and now it's just a whole bunch of hits that are about to happen on this poor Elven team. Blitz on the ball carrier. 2-die blitz. Good hit. The ball gets thrown back. Catch and Nerves of Steel failed to pick up at center pitch. 1-die block in the left wide zone. It's going to be a push result. What are the bets? Taking bets right now. Is Tracksuit Mafia going to foul this turn? Two-die block at center pitch. No, he's not, because it's going to be a both down result. That'll be the half. 1-0 Tracksuit Mafia in the lead right now. No KOs. Neglected of Nuffle. Down 1-0. They're still not out of it, but they've got... Oh, they got back their KO player. That's good. Still not out of it, but they've got to get this ball back. They have to be careful, too, of when they get it back. If they get it back too early, Chaos can then try to... Well, if they get it back and score, they've almost certainly won. It is, Clyface asks, are they up 11-10? Yes. Neglected of Nuffle has a one-man player advantage right now. So it's tricky, right? So they're going to be on defense. They need to press this advantage, but they can't do it by... Well, I would say they can't do it by getting as aggressive as they have, but it's been working out for them, so maybe. I do think they need to press their player advantage, try to get after this ball. Honestly, I think for Neglected and Nuffle, the plan might be short kick, for which a kicker would be really great. They don't have one, unfortunately, but short kick, and then just go after this ball. If they can do that, 1-1, then that's not bad, right? That's not bad at all. You can squeak out a tie. If you can do it again, you can squeak out a win. What's nice about Elvish teams here with these very fast players here, MA of 7 and MA of 8, is it doesn't really matter when you do it. If you do it early, you have plenty of time to do it again. You can do it in turn 15. Clyffe says, all uphill blocks from here on out. 20 seconds left. It looks like Neglected of Nuffle hasn't moved anyone around. Oh, hope there aren't technical difficulties. Oh man. Oh, what's going on? I don't like this defensive formation. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, it looks like there's a technical problem. So generally in Blood Bowl 2, when the timer ticks down to 0, one of the coaches is disconnected. If they disconnect, They'll get, I think it's 7 minutes to log back in and continue where they left off. So we'll see if, yeah, all right, there we go. So he came back in, you can see the clock got reset to minute 42, and now I'll get to reset his defense. I think, man, I still think he wants to zone this team out. I think you put your line together, you put 3 men on the line. You have to have at least 3 on the line for a legal formation. I think he grouped them up so they can get assists as necessary. Difficult against a high-strength team like Chaos. And I think you zone out with everyone else. I think you need to use these blitzers to your advantage. You've got one player up, shallow kick, pick up the ball. I think that's the game plan. We'll see what he wants to do here. He's going with a more traditional, almost like a human defense here. Spacing these players out is only going to ensure they're going to get blocked down. Yep, here we go. Tracksuit Mafia gets to set up their offense. We'll see how he wants to block down the line. We'll see if he'll put all the high-strength players 1-for-1 on the line. It looks like that's exactly what he's going to do. Yeah, so the Minotaur with a strength of 5, and the 2 Chaos Warriors with a strength of 4. That gives each of them a 2-die block against their opposing defensive tackle. Tracksuit Mafia, all they have to do is hold on to this ball, and they can do that very effectively. .47 seconds left for Tracksuit Mafia. They've gone with a 3-man line, which makes sense. Trying to figure out how to set up their offense here. Wow. All right. Not a bad offensive formation. They've got 2 halfbacks really close to the line. Mafia says, come on, Els, if you can get 1 more injury and stop the score, you get more SPP out of this game than Tracksuit. Cheering fans, Tracksuit Mafia gets an extra team reroll. That's wow. Touchback, too. Unfortunate for War Horseman. That's going to give Tracksuit Mafia 3 TRRs. And now they're not going to have to pick up this ball. They're going to throw it back in to whom? Wow, right at the line. Wow. Hank the Ranger says dumb kickoff result. It was not sweltering heat. So it looks like Merrick is going to get aggressive and try to go up 2-0 here. Wow, that's interesting. I would have thought for sure you'd pitch the ball to one of the Beastmen in the backfield. 2-die block, clean hit. Oh, and he gets an injury. Wow. All right. That's the chaos that he's looking for. Wow, and that's a broken neck, too. Oh, man. That player might be sacked. An elf losing agility. He has no place on a Blood Bowl team. No place at all. Oh, unfortunate. Oh, was it a journeyman? Well, that makes it a... No, it wasn't a journeyman. He's got 3 already. Frenzy follow-up, 2-die block. Clean hit. Hank the Ranger says, you can't play Blood Bowl with a broken freaking neck. No, you cannot. He's going to cage up here at center pitch. All right, he's saying to Neglected Nuffle, you want this ball, come get it. It's here. It's right here. Come take it from me. (10v10) on the pitch now. Tracksuit Mafia collapsing their offense down here in the center pitch. 2-die block on the right side of the cage. Good hit. Another KO. Well done. One-man player advantage now for Tracksuit Mafia. $10v9. Mafia says, Chaos Dwarf blockers don't even notice or care about broken necks. First turn of the second half now for Neglected of Nuffle. Probably want to stand up the lineman, I would imagine. Yeah. Now. Oh boy, what do you do? What do you do? Go after the back corner of the cage? Is that the play? 2-die block on the back right corner of the cage, maybe? Hank the Ranger says maybe the elves' force fields are starting to run out of power. Yeah, I think so. They didn't get enough dilithium crystals. So, oh wow, man, aggressive marks here. So he's marking both players, but that's going to. Oh gosh, he's not going to get the assist here. Oh, and he's going to have to spend the TRR, and he does, and it's a loner. That is unfortunate. So if you want the assist on the block, you cannot be in someone else's tackle zone. So this player being in this opposing player's tackle zone can't lend the assist here. He took the blitz with the loner instead of with the blitzer. The blitzer has the blitz that has the block skill. That would have been a better block. I think what I would have done is move the lineman up to this corner, or maybe here, and move the blitzer, or maybe I move the lineman here. No, I move the lineman here, the blitzer here, blitz this player this way. I think that's probably what I would have done. 2-die block on the in the left wide zone. This is going to be a good hit. Minotaur block. Clean hit. Gets a good stun. Well done. Now, this is a little more what I expect out of a Chaos team. Hank the Ranger says, a good teachable moment. Blood Bowl is a hard game to master. It is. Blood Bowl is really hard, and it is exacerbated by that 2-minute clock you see in the bottom right corner of the screen. But also makes it a very exciting game, very interesting game. You have so much agency in this game that it really allows coaches to play how they see fit, to play in their own style. So it's always fun to see how a coach brings their own ideas to a team. Cage moves forward a few spaces. Tracksuit Mafia playing some traditional cage ball here. 2-die block on the blitzer in the backfield. Hank the Ranger says, I've been playing forever and still learn every game I play. Me too, man. Me too. Two-die blitz right at the front of the cage. Clean hit with horns. It's going to be a +1. Doesn't get anything out of it, though. Might get a stun. Doesn't. Clifey says, Loner is why I use my journeyman just as damage sponges. Yeah, I typically do that too. I do that unless my opponent forces me to use the journeyman in a different way, and that's you'll see really good coaches do that. Like, hey, you want to take that blitz? You're taking it with the journeyman. Good luck. Turn 10 back to the Neglected of Nuffle. A number of down players here. I think they stand up this lineman, do something with him. What? I'm not sure. They've got to get in front of this cage. They got to do something, or go after the ball carrier. Something has to be done to stop this forward movement. If Tracksuit Mafia goes up 2-0, that's going to all but secure the game for them. Hank the Ranger says, unfortunately, the elves have no option except to be aggressive. Yeah, I think you're right. I think they've got to go after cracking this cage here. I think they have to. Still have a blitz on the table. Gets a player in front of the cage. Marks this number 11 Beastman. Stands up the number 3 lineman. Doesn't move him? Or was he always standing? Cliffy says, uphill block. No, failed dodge. I don't think you spend the TRR on this, but we'll see what he decides to do. I don't think it's worth it. Cliffy says, uphill block on the Minotaur, knock him down, and if he's not injured, then foul him. Maybe. Yeah, he doesn't spend the TRR, and I think that's a smart call. Turn 11, back to Tracksuit Mafia. The Ranger says, and then spit on his corpse. Tracksuit Mafia in very good position here. The defense is scattered. They've got lots of blocks to take. They're gonna take it. But what else can neglected Nuffle do here? If they wanna get a draw, they've got to go after the ball. Good stun. Merrick picked up the extra TRR on the kickoff event table, cheering fans. He's got an extra one here. No reason not to take all the blocks you've been given. Hank the Ranger says, War Horseman needs to hope for skulls or both downs on the dice from Chaos. That would be very lucky. 2-die block is a push against the number 2 thrower. That's the blitz. Good push to get a follow-up block, but still only going to be a push. Moves the thrower out of the cage, away from the cage rather. He's going to take the block with the Minotaur. Takes the block with the Minotaur, so the Minotaur only has a +2 on the wild animal. Yeah, gets a push out of it. Does he follow up or not is the question. Well, I'm sorry, he has Frenzy. He has to. Good block. Gets a KO. Well done. Well done. Chaos being chaos now. 10v8, I believe, on the pitch. Yep. 2-man player advantage for Tracksuit Mafia. Still have 3 more blocks to take. 4 more blocks to take. Gets a push against the second thrower, the number 1 thrower. Follows up. Closes up this cage here. So now, will he take any? He'll take this block here for 2 dice for sure. Good hit. Claffy says that seems much more like what I would have expected. Yeah. Now, is he going to take the other blocks is the question. Because these are both 1-die blocks. Man, he took the 1-die block against a blitzer and it worked out. Holy moly. And gets a stun out of it too. Can you believe that? Is he going to do it again? Probably not with the front corner of his cage. That'll probably do it here for turn 11 for Tracksuit Mafia. Nope, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. He won't follow up, but he did it. Wow. Turn 11 for the neglected of Nuffle. Still plenty of time. If they pick up this ball, plenty of time for them to score. Hank the Ranger says, I would love to see a 40k version of Blood Bowl. In my version, Scots would be in it. Gene Stealers. standing up a whole bunch of players. Claffy says, lots more chainsaws, I would imagine. I would imagine too. Just bolters shooting from halfway across the pitch. Towel wrap down ball launchers, that would be great. It'd be very interesting. I think a very interesting game could be made out of a 40k version of Blood Bowl. Neglected of Nuffle. What do you do? What do you do at this point? Go after the ball. Go after the ball carrier. Why not? Take the uphill block. Why not? I don't know what you do here at this point. If you want to save your players, you're kind of in bad position to do it. If you want to go after the draw, you might as well just YOLO. Just go do it. He can get a 2. He has a 2-die block on the number 8 Beastman. Well, he would have had one if he moved the catcher over. Decided not to. Which is fine. He's going to bear down on this cage. 13 seconds left. Another failed Elven dodge. Can you believe this? Spends a TRR. He's down to 1 TRR. Failed the dodge again. Oh, that was a 6+ dodge. That's why it failed. Good hustle, though. I appreciate the effort. In Blood Bowl, all die rolls fail on a 1 and succeed on a 6. So no matter what the modifiers are, if you get a 6, you succeed. In that case, that was the only thing that would succeed for him on the dodge. Spent the TRR on it, didn't work. Neglected Nuffle down to 1 team reroll, and another player is KO'd. 3-man player advantage for Tracksuit Mafia. The Neglected Nuffle are running out of players. Claffy says taking the stand-up uphill block would have probably been better. It would have definitely been better. But, you know, what can you do? Frenzy follow-up. 2-die Frenzy follow-up. Good hit. Oh no, another injury. Oh boy. He's got broken ribs. He's got broken ribs. He'll be out. He'll be out now and for next week. The fragility of elves. It's rearing its ugly head here in the second half. Is that a 4-man player advantage? What is it, 3? 4, 5, 6, yeah. Hank the Ranger says, I'll tell you what I did at this stage of the game against Tracksuit Mafia. First, I cried. Then I failed a bunch of desperate rolls. Wow, and another good stun. Cage is going to move forward. What do you do? What do you do if you're Neglected of Nuffle? Do you just put your fate in the hands of Nuffle? Do you just go after that ball carrier? Here comes the blitz. 3-die blitz on the right side of the cage. Gets number 1 thrower. Good hit. Oh, man. Another injury. And he has a smashed hand. Oh, man. Oh. Unfortunate for the Neglected of Nuffle there. Their aggressive playstyle has come back to haunt them here in the second half. 2-die block back at center pitch. If I were Tracksuit Mafia, I would be fouling every single turn at this point. Every turn. .46 seconds left. Who to foul though? Yeah, he's gonna foul the. Who is he fouling? Is that just a lineman? Oh, that was a thrower. All right, good foul. Good foul. 10v5 on the pitch. 5-man player advantage for Tracksuit Mafia. Three KOs for the neglected of Nuffle. So Tracksuit Mafia probably going to stall. Cleffy says Ava really badly wants an all-journeyman team. Like if I have a 5-man player advantage, I am fouling all the time. Because I might see your team in the top 4 cut. I might see your team in the next competition. I'm murdering you. Final turn of the third quarter here. Neglected of Nuffle. Trying to figure out what to do here. Do they go after the ball? Do they save the scant few players they have left on the pitch? It's they're all 3 positionals here, except for the 2 journeymen. Hank the Ranger says, I'm vowing to try to eat 2 teammates this week. I wish you the best of luck. 35 seconds left. Do you just run away is the question, or do you try to tie this game? You've got 5 turns left to take lots of dodges and uphill blocks. You got 1 TRR left. Can go either way here. 15 seconds left. Three seconds to go. Yeah, it looks like it's a disconnect. Or Clavius is right. It could be a pause. I have to give it to War Horseman here. This aggressive playstyle worked out. It was super fun in the first half. Oh, man. Pause comes back with only 18 seconds remaining. Hank the Ranger says, I avoid the ball, then try to dogpile 1 player and foul them. That's an option as well. 10 seconds to go. Oh, is he not going to blitz? No blitz? Looks like no blitz. Fourth quarter begins for Tracksuit Mafia. Tracksuit Mafia, they can block all 3 standing players. Oh, there's 4 standing players. They can block all 4 standing players and get a foul. They're going to move the ball carrier all the way down pitch. Probably him by himself. And now the murder begins. Blitz with the Minotaur. 3-die blitz. That works out. He's got horns. He's got mighty blow. And yet it doesn't work out. Gets a stun out of it, but that thrower's energy shield still has a little juice left in it. Second block against the journeyman lineman. Oh, he is gonna foul that thrower. 2-die block against journeyman lineman works out. Got a 2-die block with the Chaos Warrior coming. Yeah, clean hit. He has 3 TRRs too. Can you believe this? So he took the blitz, which means he's not going to get the hit on this last player down here, down pitch. But we will see a foul. He's going to get everybody. Wait, who's going to foul? I would pile everybody in for an assist. Get everybody in there. Clivey says, is it even worth fouling a journeyman? No, not at this point. Rarely, if ever, I would say, is it worth it. But he's got a thrower and he's got a catcher to foul. Yes, Hank the Rich says, no more SPP, no more SPP, no more SPP. All right, he's got as many players in to assist on this foul as possible. Here we go. 6 assists. Oh my goodness! he's comes out with a stun. That was a 2+ to succeed. He can take the blitz on this Chaos Warrior. That's probably what you... Nope. He says forget it. Turn 14. Could have taken the 1-die blitz on the Chaos Warrior. Could have dodged out. Eh. You know what? I feel you. I feel you. You want to save your blitzer? I feel you. Two-die block. Back at center pitch. Got another block coming up. It's going to be a 2-die block against the catcher. Nope, he's going to do it with the Minotaur. 3-die block. It works out. And if he wants, he can move that Minotaur right back to where he was. But he followed up, so it suggests he doesn't want to. So we'll probably move the number 10 Beastman back into the Minotaur's position, and then another, well, he'll just, yeah, sure. He'll just foul with him. Let's go. Are you kidding me? What is happening? Clypheus, I think the Ranger said you have to follow up with the Frenzy. Fair enough. What is happening with this thrower? He is getting pummeled. This is a crime. Staying alive. Turn 14 for the Neglected of Nuffle. Yeah, they're going to pull some of those assists out with that Journeyman. Going to try anyway. Are they going to take the 2-die or the 1-die blitz against the Chaos Warrior? Yeah, he's not going to. Well, at this point, he probably wants to move the blitzer away because the block on the line... Nope, he's going to blitz. 1-die blitz. Wow! Gets a push out of it. He doesn't want to follow up. Whoa! Oh, he spends his last TRR. Gets a push. Definitely doesn't want to follow up here. But he does. All right. Hey, the Ranger says the thrower has holo fields. He's got something, man. He's just... Look at this. He is getting beaten. Turn 15. 3-die block with Minotaur. Good hit. It only gets a stun. 2-die block coming back against this blitzer this time. Good hit. At least he has an AV of 8. Where's he going to sidestep to? Gets stunned. Mercifully gets stunned. Stay down. Stay on the ground. Foul on the thrower coming up. Well, block first. Block against the lineman. He could have taken that push. If he had any more players to move, he's opened up another spot for another assist that he doesn't need. But here comes the foul on the number 2 thrower. Third time's the charm. Can you believe this guy? I'm not sure which one I believe is less believable. The fact that the thrower is still alive, or the fact that nobody's been called off for this obvious illegal fouling. Turn 15 back to the Neglected of Nuffle. 3 stunned players on the pitch, 1 prone player, 1 standing player. Both of those are journeymen. Why not throw your 2 journeymen into a blitz? Yeah, he's going to take the 1-die blitz, gets Chaos Warrior. I hope it works out. Only gets a push out of it. Hank the Ranger asks, what's the thrower's name? It's Fabelian Runglinas. Yes, he is the toughest player in the sport. Gets a push. Hank the Ranger says much easier to say than my players' names. That's very true. Final turn for Tracksuit Mafia to try to take this thrower off the pitch. What do you do? Do you blitz with the Minotaur? Oh, he's just going to score. Boo. 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 What kind of chaos team are you? 2-0 is going to be the final. Tracksuit Mafia with the win, and they will advance into first place. Hank the Ranger says that's a guaranteed 3 SPP. It is! But I counter with, you spent so much effort trying to take that thrower out. You take him out. You take him out. That's your duty as a chaos team. Final turn here for Neglected of Nuffle. If they get a riot, there is a possibility that they could get on the board. I would love to see that. But there's simply no way they're going to win this game. Good showing, though. Oh, man, this is the second week where they've taken a beating with these elves. These elves are very, very fragile with that AV of 7. Cliffy says, why in the world is he pulling people off the line? I don't know. I don't know why he's doing that. I guess he doesn't want anybody to take a block. Quick snap. Neglected of Nuffle can move into one adjacent square. I would just pull everybody off the line. It doesn't matter. He can stay on the line. Maybe you move someone in for this assist or something? I don't know. I don't know if you do anything. I don't know if you care. He'll try to pick up this ball and get some SPP. Hank the Ranger says, no, you bash back. Move up and hit. With no TRRs left, you probably go for the quick pass first, even though it's risky. "47 seconds. It's deciding who to move. Yeah, he's going to move these players closer to the ball so that hopefully he can pick the ball up. Where's the thrower? Thrower's on the line. Wow. Wow. Oh, that's a catcher, rather. But still, you put him right in the center position. Ooh. Again, not that it matters. Tracksuit Mafia is not going to get a turn, but if there was a riot, he would have gotten a turn. Yeah, there's the ball pickup. Smart move. Do you have an extra? No, no movement, but still, that might be a short pass. I think that's still a quick pass. Gonna do a quick pass. Who do you pass to? It doesn't matter. You have no TRRs left. Nobody has skills. Hank the Ranger says, I hope I do poorly enough I don't have to play you this season, Clypheus. Hey man, I got an Elven team too. Here's bottom table bros. Let's go. Failed pass, but good effort. Good presence of mind there to try to get that extra SPP. Final score 2-0. Tracksuit Mafia takes the win. 23 armor breaks. against just 2 for the Neglected of Nuffle. Neglected of Nuffle, of course, we don't expect to take a lot of armor breaks, but he played it very aggressively here. Tracksuit Mafia dominated ball possession. 69 successful blocks, 4 KOs, 3 injuries. Wow. Wow. That's the chaos I know. Unfortunately, Neglected of Nuffle coming out of week 2 again beat up pretty badly here. It's tough as an Elven team too. If you get beat up early and bad enough, because your players are so expensive, it can often be very difficult to get out of that death spiral. We'll see if War Horseman can pull it off here in the coming weeks. He's got at least 3 more games to play here in round robin. It's tough, man. Blood Bowl's a tough game, especially when you play a fragile team like an Elven team, Pro Elves, or Wood Elves, or Amazons, or Norse. It can be difficult. Went in with the aggressive strategy, worked out fairly well in the first half, not so much in the second half. Tracksuit Mafia just played chaos ball, and it worked out for him. So congratulations to both coaches here. Congratulations to Merrick. Merrick advances into first place. He is the current Chaos Cup champion, so he'll be happy about that. Let's take a look at the schedule before we leave. Hank the Ranger wants to see the SPP results. We'll see that in just a second. Actually, we'll see that right now. That's a good call. SPP, oh my goodness. 17 SPP for Tracksuit Mafia. Just 6 for the Neglected of Nuffle. That's a lot for Tracksuit Mafia. I don't like that. I don't like that. 17 SPP is a whole lot. 9 on Bro Casimir's. That's a level up right there. Yikes. All right, let's take a look at the schedule here. Week 2 schedule, we got games 3 and 4 coming this Sunday. First up will be a minor matter at Take the Wood, Take the Bad. That will be this Sunday, January 23rd at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That will be a live stream. And that'll be followed up by the second game of the doubleheader, Pity the Ghoul at Pip's Pippy Fan Club. That'll be Sunday, January 23rd at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The week is going to close out with Irish Wristwatch versus Dead Man's Party. That's Avenger versus Malik, Monday, January 24th at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That'll be a replay game, so the game will have been played beforehand, but we won't know the results, and we'll watch it on Monday. Replay streams tend to be about half as long as a live stream, so expect that to be about an hour. And then week 2 will kick off on Tuesday. I'm sorry, week 3 will kick off on Tuesday. Tarot into You says these team names are so good. These team names are fantastic. I'm very happy with them. I giggle every time I read these names. But that'll do it. I hope you guys had fun. I had a blast. Blood Bowl's awesome. Play Blood Bowl, and we will see you back here on Sunday for a doubleheader here in week 2. Have a good night.
I'm working